Welcome to this week's episode of 60 Seconds with the Superintendent. Well, who doesn't like a little Jay-Z? Who doesn't like a little music on their way to work? And that's what we're here to learn a little bit more about today. Today we're going to go over to Strongsville High School to learn about a new class and how we're bridging music and literature together. Let's take a look.
Creating the music and lit class has been something that I've felt passionate about for a few years. So obviously I need to stick with the English standards, and we've got to come back to analyzing the music from a literary analysis perspective or poetic perspective. Why are there these? I like to start off with this narrative idea of what are your music memories? Like, it's really cool to hear the music that's played in their household and the memories they have. When we're in the van, this is the CD that my parents always played. So we kind of open up the year with that, and then I have them create a playlist that captures who they are at this moment and what their identity is. And then I evolve that into understanding the culture that surrounds different genres of music. So then I let the kids pick a genre that they're really passionate about, and then they put together a genre presentation, and then we had the class analyze those songs. Last semester was the first semester that I ever taught the class, and when we're doing song analysis, I'm like, you should talk about instrumentation, and half of the class, they were musicians, so they offered insight into things that I didn't even hear. They all stream everything, and we end up in these echo chambers where we just keep getting more and more of the same content. And I think as we're training these kids to become adults and contributors to society, you can't live your life in an echo chamber. And there's nothing wrong with streaming music, but if all you ever do is what's suggested, you're not evolving as a human. You're not challenging your identity as a 17-year-old. So there's a sense of maturity that comes with that. They really are willing to be vulnerable and talk about the idea of being an artist. And it's really cool to talk to seniors about that, because I think some of them are struggling with that idea of, do I follow what I'm passionate about when I go off to college or I go into my first job? Or where's the practical side of this? Keep going. I think the other thing that's nice is it just keeps them motivated to keep writing and having complex discussions. And they're able to be involved in something that they really, really like, but in an academic way. And I think that's really cool. Moment of temporary love.
Music is so important to me. This opportunity to have a class like this is so cool. Like, I'm mixing it with literature. It is so cool that you can just combine those two things. I never thought of music that way. I always thought about listening to it, but I never thought of digesting what the lyrics were. So I think it's also cool and opens up many opportunities for so many things in the future as well.
Right.
It's really fascinating to see how literature and music tie in together, because lyricism is like poetry, and so when you tie that in with musical expression, it's really special.
Well, I think we all talk about new music that we're all interested in, and it kind of allows us to kind of have a type of community, I guess you could say, because we all kind of come together to talk about the same thing, and it just makes us all feel really included.
So it's about sharing opinions and kind of developing your own opinion. I noticed things that I would never notice before. So yeah, I definitely improved a lot by taking this class.
So as educators, we know when we can find something that students naturally love and ignite that passion, they can take their learning even further than we could have ever hoped. So bridging music with literature and academics has created a great experience and a great new opportunity for our students. So thank you, Ms. Rose, for having this idea and bringing this course to our kids. As always, thanks for watching, and go make it a great Mustang week.